Hey YouTube, let me first introduce myself. My name is Robert, and this is my new car. It is a 2009 BMW Z4. Let's see if I can get the little car in the image. Just shined her up. I'm going to be starting a new YouTube channel, or maybe piggyback off my pre-existing one, but I used to own a 2018 Civic Type R, but unfortunately I got rid of it. Well, not unfortunately, I mean I did what I needed to do with the car. I had it for about 4.5 years, blah blah blah. I kind of wanted to try something new. This is my first rear wheel drive car. I want to get into autocrossing and maybe some track driving. And this is my first quote-unquote real BMW. My wife has an X3, but saying this is kind of me breaking into this kind of platform. Little backstory with the car: it is a, I think I'm the 6th owner of the car, saying it's 2009 with 66,000 miles on it. Got it for around 17 and some change. Not bad, not good, but it's in relatively good shape. There was a little bit of minor blemishes on there, a little respray there. The headlights are doing this weird thing. I did one of those kits to restore it, but you know, they never turn out really that good, but it's not bad. So this so the interior actually is pretty good. It's got a little bit of wear and tear here, but for the most part, it's actually really good. There were some trim pieces, you see it right there, that were missing. I'm sorry, they were not in. I have them, like interior little bits and pieces that I'm slowly replacing or repairing. But it's actually in really good shape. Let me do a startup. Probably need the key. It has one of these keys that you actually have to put in. And I've already started doing these little mods here and there, but did one of those air bombs to get this thing smell nicer. A little bit of red. Sounds really cool. So this is the saying 09 Z4. This is the base of the base of the base. So one thing that bugs me with car owners is that when they buy a car, they don't, like when they buy like kind of like a sports car like this, get all the options you can from the factory because it's the best bang for your buck. It will help the resale value of this car. So this car had like, it doesn't have any of the good packaging. It doesn't have the sports package, the M package at the time. So, you know, it doesn't have the good seats. It doesn't have the better bumpers. It doesn't have the adaptive suspension. It's like the base of the base. It doesn't have the better wheels, the bigger wheels. It comes with these 17 by 8 inch wheels, which suck. But that's okay, because that means I don't have to worry about the suspension, with the electronics and stuff like that. I can put in my own coilovers. The seats, I want to get different seats. These seats suck. They're not that comfortable. The bolstering, on camera it looks like it has some nice side bolstering, but it's not. You flop all over the inside of the cabin. So I got to get new seats, but I'm trying to figure out how to figure out all the little electronics, the airbag sensor and the seat occupancy sensor. What else? I have a new muffler for it. I'm gonna put a muffler on it. I'm just gonna do an axle back. I'm gonna take it to a shop because it's like 2 pipes going into one muffler. So I'm just gonna have a wide pipe going into a single muffler, and that should really help open it up. In terms of modifications, I'm not going to do anything in the intake, no headers, no nothing. I'm going to worry about just handling, so suspension, bits, brakes, wheels and tires, and then, like, say, new seats, and maybe a radiator, just the racing stuff, because it's actually pretty quick. So it's rated at 258 horsepower at somewhere, it revs to 7,000 somewhere up there, and then 229 foot-pounds of torque. It's the N52 engine, so it's the reliable straight six NA. It feels good. It's NA fast, which I kind of wanted, because my Type R was turbocharged, and boost is fun, and it would have been nice to get the N54, but I've heard some bad things about that engine. It's not really reliable. And, had oil leaks, and I guess there was a problem with the fuel system, and just some other things. And I just don't want that right now. If I ever really want to, I can put a supercharger kit on this thing and make the same amount of power. But yeah, so the first thing is the muffler should help with listening. Let me start over. The muffler will help with more sound listening, more sound. It already sounds good, but open it up. But like, exhaust for this car were kind of expensive, and it's really just the muffler and some piping. Saying new seats, and then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get all new bushings, whether upgrade the bushings to polyurethane or just brand new rubber ones. But the bushings are worn out. This used to be a city car. Yeah, and it's just you could just tell there's slop in the transmission. It bounces all over the road. It's a pretty rough ride. Suspension seems fine. The shock absorbers and the springs are fine, but the bushings, some nice grippy bucket seats, wheels and tires. It sucks I got 17-inch wheels, because why it sucks is I want to upgrade the brakes. The brakes are not necessarily good on this car for the chassis that it's handling, if that makes sense. Basically, the brakes could be better, and I know because the higher trims, I think the 35 IS got actually a big brake kit. I'm gonna, and there's a few other, like the blue M brakes that are like on the 2 Series, and then BMW has a 6-piston brake kit that bolts up, and so there's brake options that are kind of affordable, at least for the front. But I don't think any of them, with the exception of the yellow caliper, the BMW Performance Kit, fits a 17-inch wheel. And I don't want to find that out, so I'd rather get wheels and tires first, then get the brake kit. But yeah, that'll be a start. And eventually I want to paint the car. I'm not a huge fan of the color. It is a coated at Orient silver. It's kind of like a gold to me. I mean, it's not a bad color, but it's not a good color. But got my little M colors on there. But saying it's a project car, and I don't want to dive too much money into it until I actually get it out on the tracks and get some real proper wheels and tires, and then see how it handles. I already love the way it handles, though. Eventually I'll do like a 5 things I like about and 5 things I don't like, but I think this might be a keeper. And saying I got it at a relatively cheap price. I got it for just under 18, so it's better than buying a $40,000 car, modding it out, and then potentially damaging it. Like, this one is, knock on wood, not that much investment into it. I did swap out the tires for the Michelin Pilot Sport All Season 4. Great tire, by the way. This is 225 45 17. Saying nothing special, but the Bridgestone run flats that come on BMWs, they suck. They're stiff. They're expensive. They don't grip. These Michelin Pilot All Seasons, phenomenal tire. Can't speak good enough of them. The threes, the 3A pluses or whatever, they All Season Plus, yeah, whatever. They were good tires in terms of grip, but the sidewall's a little wobbly. These ones are a little bit stiffer, but not too stiff. It's like what they should be, and they're great. Obviously, they're not a max performance summer tire or a 200 turbo tire, but they get the job done for the most part. But yeah, I think I'm about 10 minutes of this video, so stay tuned for other videos, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like this video. Bye now.